With the number of coronavirus infections rising, queues at German vaccination centers have been getting longer. But for incoming Chancellor Olaf Scholz, demand for the jab is still not high enough.
So many people are now in intensive care units because too many have not been vaccinated. Therefore, and under the circumstance that we have enough vaccines, it is a morally justifiable position to say that in order to protect all of us, everyone should be vaccinated if possible.
Until now, Scholz and Angela Merkel's outgoing government had ruled out mandatory vaccination. Now both have reconsidered, as hospitals are sounding the alarm. Over the past few weeks, Covid-19 infections have reached record highs, and many clinics had to send patients to other parts of the country for treatment. Politicians and virologists have blamed the strong fourth wave mainly on those who are resisting the jab. That's why the government has decided on what's ultimately a lockdown for the unvaccinated. Under the so-called 2G rule, people who have not been vaccinated or recovered from Covid-19 will be barred from public events and spaces such as non-essential shops, restaurants and gyms. There will also be contact restrictions. But for those affected, the idea of government-mandated vaccinations is more worrying than catching the virus. With a third of its population not entirely inoculated, Germany is lagging behind other EU nations. And a recent study shows the majority of those not yet inoculated want to avoid the Covid-19 vaccine by all means.
I think this is a violation and goes a step too far.
It is exaggerated. Certainly it is a special situation, there is no question about that. But I do not consider the situation to be so uncontrollable that they have to forego basic rights.
Neighboring Austria has become the first country to make jabs compulsory from February next year. In Greece, they will be mandatory for over 60-year-olds. And European Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen says it's time for the entire EU to take the same step. Olaf Scholz says the German vaccination mandate could take effect from February if Parliament agrees. For the future Chancellor, it's not only a top priority to tame the virus, but also to avoid another lockdown that could hamper the fragile recovery of Europe's biggest economy. Sibel Karkus, TRT World, Berlin.